Holiday scores it, and away we go as Holiday gets the scoring started. Joe Harris, Kyrie Irving in the backcourt for Brooklyn, Kevin Durant, and then Jeff Green starting with DeAndre Jordan. First five for the Nets. They have changed their starting lineup so often this year. They've used 34 different starting lineups. That's second most in the NBA. Middleton working inside, finds DiVincenzo. Now Giannis his first touch. Jimmy, we're inside 2 weeks to go now in the regular season. If you're Steve Nash and you're Mike Budenholzer, what's on your mind with a big game tonight and then down to the finish line at the end of the regular season a couple of Sundays from now?
Well, it's to finish out momentum, finish out strong, finish out injury-free. That's the more important thing. Can you kind of adhere and look at maybe getting the number one seed? Yes, but the important part is that you enter to Drew Holiday with a long shot, that you enter the playoffs and turn over some of that miss.
The Nets have only played 7 games together, and right now the Nets are 5-2. James Harden's still out tonight. That's a whistle. That's prior to the shot.
Their willingness to play together, share the ball, and be unselfish has been there, okay? But it's the others on the court that you talked about before that have to make the adjustment. Along with this, and you see Giannis shoots it short. Steve Nash still has to go through the drills of playing with those 3 dynamic players and understanding how to put them in situations to be successful long term.
Steve Nash, first year, he signed a 4-year deal to coach this team. Of course, a Hall of Fame player, twice an MVP. I think that was partially blocked by Irving. And that'll end up in the hands of the Brooklyn team. Ian Eagle and Grant Hill standing by for the Raptors and the Clippers out on the West Coast. Second game of our matchup. Joe Harris trying to get loose tonight. Joe had a tough day Sunday, just 5 points. One of his lowest outputs of the year. He just 1-3. And sluggish shooting to start this game for both teams. Only one made basket thus far as Irving gets it to go.
I mean, you would expect a little bit of that because of the intensity that was played in that game a couple nights ago. And Irving able to climb up that ladder of Giannis, and now Lopez right back.
Brook Lopez, I'll tell you, his defense on Sunday was to be recommended. It was outstanding. Another finish by Kyrie Irving. Here goes Drew Holiday working inside. Durant. And Drew got a shot up, but Durant able to clear the board away. Holiday so good in the block. Durant, quick release on the 3 over Giannis. 3-pointer down for KD.
And shoot. That's what makes him so dynamic, is his ability not to play just with the ball in his hands, but without it.
Ooh, Giannis out of the Kumpo threes. He was 4 for 8. A season high at made threes for Giannis. Had a career high in field goal attempt with 36 as Lopez gets the block on Kyrie Irving. Antetokounmpo going to work inside the 5-and-1 throws. He hasn't been afraid to go to the hole, especially in the game Sunday. You saw him attack the basket, knowing that his free throw shooting could be a factor, but as Mike Budenholzer always tells him, we need you to do what you do, and if that means you're getting to the line, then we need you there too. Nice cut to the basket, and a nice defensive effort by Drew Holiday, denying Joe Harris. Lopez left wide open. They'll give him that. Lopez can't hit, and Green clears.
You know, back to Giannis, too, his willingness and belief in taking that shot, whether it's mid-range or 3-point line, as you see Durant inside of the turnover.
Middleton gives it up. DiVincenzo with the reverse.
I don't see immediate results. They shy away from taking it. Giannis hasn't done that. I don't think he'll turn into a volume 3-point shooter, but it's added value when he's comfortable and confident.
Most threes in the NBA. I'm going Nets. What do you guys think?
Tonight.
Easy answer. The Nets, bro.
Wow.
2 games. You see Lopez inside. Nice jump up. The 2 games they played.
Easy answer.
Easy answer. Yeah, Nets made 32-26 so far to the Bucks. So I'm staying with the numbers, bro. Staying with the numbers.
All right, I'm taking the Bucks. Here's Joe Harris. This is the 3. It's a 10-0 Milwaukee run. They lead 14-9. Winner of this game wins the season series, and probably more important for the Bucks as they try to climb Right now, the Sixers with a bullet at the top. They have 5 straight wins and have some room between themselves and Milwaukee. They've got some rooting interest, and I think that top spot, Jimmy, is really important to all of these teams as Middleton is fouled on his way in. Jeff Green, I beg your pardon, that's going to be a turnover. They've been in that top seed. Very disappointing last year in the bubble. An exit to the Miami Heat, although Miami ended up in the finals as Landry Shamet unable to hit a 3. So this is a key year. I think Milwaukee coming in a little bit under the radar, if that's possible, with a player like Giannis Antetokounmpo. Forbes, that was partially blocked. He thought he was fouled.
I think the expectation level, just based upon what we've seen with Philly and now with Brooklyn, of course, has allowed the Milwaukee Bucks to just kind of find their way without a lot of those heavy expectations that we saw in the last couple years.
Yep, California, got to make sure you got the right gummy bears.
Oh, there you go.
Holiday gives it to Giannis, who finds Tucker. That's his spot in the corner. 3-pointers aren't falling for either of these teams thus far. The Bucks are 1 of 7 from behind the arc. And now the Nets are 2.
To knock in an open 3.